I'm gonna be honest. This is not the kind of video I ever thought I would need to make, but I'm invested in technology and also I'm invested in Minecraft, so I feel like I kind of need to talk about this. You may be able to see here, I can't because I have a bag on my head. Uh, but there's a thing. I sure hope I clicked on it. It says Oasis. This is AI Minecraft, and it's terrifying. And so we're gonna look at this, and then I'm actually gonna talk seriously about what the implications of this are, because they're kind of bad. If you just want to see the implications part, skip to this timestamp wherever this is. I don't even know where I'm looking. I don't even know if I'm looking at the camera. Frankly, it doesn't matter because I've got a bag on my head. But yeah, we're gonna look at this and then I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, this thing's kind of loud. But okay, here we are. Oasis. You're about to enter a first-of-its-kind video model, a game engine trained by millions of gameplay hours, which is part of the problem. Every step you take will shape the environment around you in real time. Okay. So you want to join our Discord or follow us on X, go to Reddit. I don't want to do any of those things. So they've got a bunch of stuff here. They got village, outpost, dense forest, rugged coastline, desert expanse, or mountain meadow. I think it'll be most interesting if they actually have villagers. Like, if they actually have villagers, that's actually kind of neat technologically. But let's see what happens here. Okay, so it doesn't even take up the full screen, which is kind of garbage. Oh, wow. Yeah, the frame rate isn't... Oh, the frick? Oh, I'm in the floor. So, apparently it, like, generates everything as you go. So, I think immediately the village is gone. It doesn't... Yeah, I'm moving my cursor, but where the cursor is moving things is not exactly where anything is going. So I'm just gonna try to grab stuff. Oh, now that's a double chest, which is in the wall, which doesn't let me open it, thankfully. So it kind of follows the rules of Minecraft. And we're in the house now. Oh, now we're on a birch platform, and now there's no more house. Never mind, I lied. There's a bigger house now. Oh, and now we're in a desert. Oh, and now there's the ocean. Ort. Oh. Oh, I looked at the sky. And now I'm back somewhere. So there's some mountains over there. There's no longer mountains over there. There's something. Hello? I'm gonna try placing a few blocks. Let's try. Okay, so you can place blocks. And now I'm looking at the floor. Fantastic. Okay, so I was placing blocks on the ceiling, and then I started placing them on the floor. What will they place as? Half generated fences. Okay. A single block of dirt. So, oh, and that's a whole lot. I just placed a whole line of fences in one go. What the heck? Okay. What if I go to this one instead? Okay, so that's definitely fences. It's fence. It's not connecting the fences. Oh, it generated a village or something along those lines. That looks vaguely like a village house, but like with like chunks missing out of it. I don't even want to like make a goal because it's actually functionally impossible to do anything. Like I can't even place a second fence gate, and then like everything just disappears. What am I looking at now? Can it get... Okay, we've got a 2x2 of fence gates that actually looks like a 2x2 of fence gates. We're making progress. So now what if we... Oh, and now it's a 2x2 plus a bit. Oh, now it's a 2x2 plus a more of a bit. And now it's no longer a 2x2, it's just a line. Fantastic. Oh. And I've reached the end of my time. Okay, well, that's fine. Now I'm going to explain why this is a major problem, not just for Minecraft, although honestly it's not really a problem for Minecraft. It's just a problem as to where AI is going. And take this from me, you're going to have problems finding someone who's more into technology than me. It's a little bit difficult. I'm very much into technology. usually slightly different technology, but I do follow AI. AI started off as something I was pretty optimistic about. First, they just had the generative chatbot models, which I thought were generally positive. Excuse me, bumping my bag. Um, Obviously, there are some downsides to it. Like, I think making whole essays with them is not productive. Neither is creating chatbots that people form parasocial relationships with. That's psychotic. I think anyone who does that and makes those kinds of models should be jailed. Okay, maybe not jailed, but some kind of punishment, because I think it's ruinous for a lot of reasons. But like Grammarly, like not sponsored, but the AI tool that just like fixes some of your spelling or maybe like makes something sound a little bit nicer, that's perfectly reasonable. I think that's a perfectly good application of AI. Even the image generation, I don't agree with AI art. I think AI art is just an amalgamation of real art. It's basically theft if you haven't gotten the rights to all of the people whose art is in your database, and that is also bad. Where AI art can be useful is for prototyping visual ideas. So say I want to make a cube, and I want the cube to have some different colors on it, but I don't know which different colors. So maybe I ask an AI chatbot, make a cube with some different colors on it, and just randomize the palettes for me a bunch of different times, and I'll find a palette that I like. Like visual prototyping is a good reason to use AI image generation. But when you start getting into the realm of video AI generation and now game generation, you are purely in the realm of removing real human work and effort and passion and replacing it with slop for the purpose of minimizing cost and time, which the only people that benefit from that are not even people. It's multi-million and billion-dollar corporations who only want to extend their revenue margins, or profit margins. Expand the revenue and expand profit margins. There is no real benefit to civilization for AI video generation or AI game generation. It like these benefits that tech bros try to tout, they don't really exist. They never have existed. They are purely in the interest of stakeholders, and it's a little it's disappointing because AI has so much potential, but the AI that's being marketed for consumers isn't useful. It's the opposite of useful. Like AI is great for so many things. AI could be used very heavily for very data driven things. So you can use AI, for example, I think it's already being used in these applications. Protein folding for finding, medicinal uses for different proteins, finding new proteins for other things. AI is very efficient at working through data and trying new solutions over and over and over again, until it can recognize something that is of potential use. Another thing that I think happened, a team used AI to create a new compound, and analyze it to see if its usefulness could be applied to lithium-ion batteries, and they successfully did that with a new alloy, a new compound. It was some iron, and then it was iron and then some other element, which was a compound that they could use for the cathode of lithium-ion batteries at 2% the price of most cathodes that are being used in lithium-ion batteries today. And that's fantastic. Stuff like that is awesome. It's incredible usage of AI. But that's not the stuff that's being marketed. Companies now are marketing like AI, capable chips like Apple and Windows with their Copilot PC. All this junk that means nothing, and like people don't even use it. Like companies are finding that people aren't buying their products based on the AI capabilities because AI has no capabilities that the average median person cares about. And the only stuff that they can offer is stuff that can't take control of actual functions of the computer because it doesn't understand what it's doing and it will just break things, and can't actually generate anything useful because it doesn't have any actual passion or soul in it, and it's just an amalgamation of other things, and it offers literally nothing on the consumer side unless you're just, using Grammarly. So there's limitations to what it can do, and what it can do is often just negative. So, and we're seeing the epitome of this here with this Minecraft AI game. As you could tell, it wasn't even a game. It was just a collection of moving shapes that looked vaguely like Minecraft that were just constantly shifting. Again, because AI in this state doesn't know what it's making. It doesn't know what it's doing. And it can't. Smart AI that understands what it's doing, we're decades, if not centuries off from that. This is just generative. It just takes data and then spits out slightly different data. That's why some people are trying to use AI, generative AI, for coding. They're trying to generate code and then use that to make games instead of just having it craft the whole game itself like it did here, which sounds neat in theory. However, it ends up usually you just spend more time debugging the game, the code that the AI makes, than you would have just making the code and then debugging your own code, because like AI can't logically understand the difference between Python code and JavaScript code. So you could tell it to write it in JavaScript, and it just gives you a bunch of commands that are from Python, from C++, from C#, from some maybe from JavaScript. It doesn't know. You don't know until you debug the whole line of code yourself, which at that point you might as well just be writing the code yourself. And then you've got stuff like this, which is basically just an image generation that just redoes the image generation every time you swing the camera. So everything is completely inconsistent. As you were seeing there, we went from a 2x2 of fence posts to a 2x2 plus a bit of fence posts, plus to then a corner of fence posts, to then a whole line of fence posts in the span of like 15 seconds. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's just making garbage. And we can't just let this continue, because we're just going to keep getting garbage. And I'm really sorry. I'm realizing now that my audio quality is probably garbage as well, because I have a bag on my head. But I feel like I needed to like be face to face with you guys, because this is a pretty serious topic that I kind of wanted to speak on, because it kind of just ended up being in the wheelhouse of my channel, and in the stuff that I am personally interested in. What do we do with this? Well, the first thing you can do is share this video or find other videos about how to identify AI things, AI art or AI video, how to not get scammed by people trying to sell you AI things that are supposedly real. Share this video, find other videos like that. There's plenty online. The more people are aware of what AI can do and what it can't do, the better. The more knowledge is out there, the better. There's a quote that I really like it basically goes by, there is nothing in life to fear, only stuff that we don't understand. And the more we understand things, the more knowledgeable we are, the less fearful we'll be. And a lot of people fear AI. Like, some people fear AI in the sense of like, oh, the Terminator is going to kill us all, which is not realistic at all. But a lot of people fear AI because it's crazy advanced. It's advancing more every day, and they don't know how to combat it. But if we understand how it works and how it doesn't work, we can understand it more instead of just fearing it. And if we understand it more, we can actually implement changes into how we utilize it and how we don't utilize it. Another thing you can do, contact local representatives. The more the general public makes a big fuss to local representatives about AI needing to be something we can regulate, the more they'll make a big fuss to state representatives, and the more they'll make a big fuss to federal representatives, and it's just a big chain of people making a big fuss until something actually happens. Obviously, this video is probably going to be coming out right at the tail end of the most impactful election, definitely of my lifetime, and probably of the last couple decades. But that's not relevant to this conversation, so please shut your hole before you go into the comments and start telling me about who you voted for, because frankly, I don't care. This video is about AI. The politics is just a way of maybe, possibly helping with that. Unfortunately. But that's all I really wanted to say for this video. I think this is just a bunch of slop. It's just a bunch of junk. I don't think anybody should be supporting this. In fact, if it wasn't for the sake of this video, I probably wouldn't have visited their site at all. I wouldn't have given them the traffic. And I'm not even going to send the link to this down to the description because I don't think any of you guys should go look at this. I don't think it's something that anybody should be supporting because, frankly, it's not something that anybody benefits from. And I think this company should go out of business very quickly. Whether or not they do is not up to my decision, but if I could snap my fingers and erase them from the face of the planet, I would. But anyways, sorry for the slightly depressing video. Next video should be an EchoCraft video, so stay tuned for that. And also the one after that hopefully will be the scary video that was supposed to come out in October, which will then come out in mid-November. I just hit mic with my bag because I don't know what I'm looking at. And I have a feeling I'm also looking that way when I'm actually looking that way. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the AI fueled subscribe button. It really helps me out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because AI is kind of a hot topic and I have my own opinions, but I know other people have opinions as well and I'd like to hear them. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening to my rant, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.